Yo, 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 yo. What's going on? Nobody's on yet, but that's okay. Tip the screen just a little bit so I can see. Oh, that glare is a killer. That glare is a killer. Let's see if we can do something with that. Oh, let's see if anybody actually gets on. I told everybody, or I announced it on my Instagram. I was going live at noon today. So we're going to give it a couple minutes to make sure some people come on and say hello. What's going on? Hi. Hey, Squirrel Lips. Good to see you. A little bit different view today. I am in the swivel seat of my van. I'm trying to get the sun glare out from behind me. But the reason I'm in my swivel, I wanted a different view of everything. And I might have some friends stopping by, and it's easier for me to open up my slider than it is me standing over there and seeing stuff. So if I have some friends that'll stop by, open up the slider so you guys can see who stopped by to say hello. Yeah, so that's about it. I am being safe. Thank you, Tag. I think that's your name. Hey, bro. What's up from the UK? Hello, how are you? Hope everything is going well over there. I know you guys are on a pretty significant lockdown. Steven, good to see you. That's a lot of glare. All right, let me see if I can fix it. You guys want me to try and fix it? Is it too much glare? Is it like flaring up your computers or your phones or your tablets? Hi. Depends on where you are after 1 p.m. here. Very cool. All right, let me, I guess I could probably put, all right, guys, give me 1 second. This is like really weird to do on a live stream, but I was not preparing to do this. This is actually my front cover. How's that? Is that better? How's that glare now? Is it better? Now I got my front cover up there. I'm blurry. Well, I'm using my hotspot, and where I am, setting myself up, it may not be the greatest of service, but we'll see what we can do. Don't let anybody in. I can guarantee you that everybody here is extremely safe. We don't actually do anything. Is it still blurry, by the way? It's probably blurry because it wasn't getting focus, by the way. I am doing pretty well, thank you. Let's see. We're not behaving with social. Oh, I've heard that actually, Rhonda. I know. Honestly, it's happened nationwide, unfortunately. Still blurry. Well, that's not good. That's not good. Let's see if we can fix the blurriness. Anyways, I'm doing okay. Is it still blurry? Because if it is, I need to fix that. That is a no bueno situation. Maybe, focus issue. Thank you. Appreciate that. Where's your join channel button so I can support you from YouTube? I actually don't like a join channel. Like, I think it's a little notification bell. It should be right next to my subscribe button, if that's what you mean. I appreciate that. Whoever, was it Jake? Thanks. That's not blurry. Thank you very much, guys. Let's see, Steven, what's going on, pal? What have you been up to? You mentioned that you're working. Yeah, I'm trying to do a lot of things. Steven, thanks for the question. I'm trying to do a lot of things, but obviously I think I'm in the majority here where the motivation is severely lacking in regards to getting stuff done. Whether that's because there's so much uncertainty, but I felt a lot better yesterday. By the way, happy April to everybody. Today is April 1st, April Fool's Day, if you celebrate that random prank of a day. But it's like I just was so uncertain about certain things, and I do have a lot of good projects coming up here in the future. I've got this new hat just came out with an orange logo, which I love the color orange, obviously. And then the ghost on the side is actually black. And it's a fitted hat. It's on my website, jaredtachi.com/shop. or just go to jaredtachi.com, go to the shop section. But I do have a lot of projects coming out. I got actually some really cool t-shirts coming out probably in the next couple of weeks. That's some merch stuff. I'm about to start working on designs and plans, which is really what I love to do. And I'm seriously considering doing a container home for myself. So those are some stuff that I'll be interested in doing in the near future. I'm not stopping tours. I'm not stopping the van life tips and tricks videos. I'm not stopping any of that. I have a lot of videos planned over the next few months. That's going to be, thank you, Stephen. Thank you very much. Sending you health as well. Health and happiness. So that's really what's going on. Richard, thank you for that. The question is how is the shower working? My shower is actually working great. I have used it twice during this process. Before I was using a friend's house to shower at. But I didn't want to overstay my welcome when it comes to showering at somebody else's house. So I started using my own shower, and I have access to water, which is obviously essential when you only have, a certain amount on board with you. So I have 22 gallons. So with, washing dishes, water to drink, and other use, and then shower water, the 22 gallons can last you. If I shower daily, the shower would probably last me about 4 days, or the water would last me about 4 days. So I do have access to water, which is a really good, obviously nice thing to have. Somebody asked me recently, obviously this question gets asked pretty much daily for the last couple of weeks, is how has it affected me? How has this situation and everything affected me? Honest to God, I feel very at home in my van. So I'm just like everybody out there that's either in an apartment or a house. I have extremely good heating. I have enough food supplies. I have like a shower, just like I mentioned. The only thing that was troublesome was finding water. And now that I have access to it, I'm totally fine. But that was my biggest worry. Other than that, it's motivation and just staying alert and being content and happy with life. If you were living in LA, still would you not have to pay rent though through the pandemic? They just announced. Really? That's really cool. I'm glad that LA stepped up and has done that. Peter, I'm assuming you live in LA. I'll have to check with my friends that still live down there, but they probably get free rent for. I hear somebody walking around, but I put my thing up so I can't see anything. But anyways, that's really awesome if LA is doing that, like the city of Los Angeles. Hey, Ninth Element. It's good to see you. Thanks. Also, Eugene. Awesome. Eugene's probably just very similar to where I'm up in the Portland area. When can I see a tip? Do you get U.S. funds or Canadian? Oh, when I send you a tip. I think it's U.S. Oh, I'm probably blurry right now. Ooh. All right. I think it's U.S., Stephen, but that's a really good question. I actually don't know. Obviously, it's all converted to U.S. currency when somebody started something up. It's raining here, as usual. It's true. I'm your old manager. Peter, what's up, man? Why didn't you offer that? I mean, we didn't have a pandemic back then, but I would have really liked to have free rent when I was living with you, buddy, or not with you, but at your complex. Peter, you were the last apartment I lived in. I was one of my favorite apartments I've ever lived in. It changed my life completely. I want to thank you publicly right now. You were a really good landlord, not landlord because you didn't own the property, but you're a building manager. You were really, really awesome. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. You were friggin' awesome. And at the Wilcox apartment, I love that apartment so much. It was nice that everybody was kind of on the same class because every apartment was all the same. So there was no I have a better apartment than you. So it was just really nice that it felt like a family in that complex. It was really, really cool. And it also got me ready for van life because of the size of the apartment. So Peter, thank you. You're really, really awesome, dude. Greetings from Northern Virginia. Awesome. What's up? last apartment. Wow, last apartment. Thanks. Yeah, Peter, it was. Oddly enough, that was my last apartment, and that you know how long ago that was. So I have not lived in an apartment since I've not paid rent in what's it been 3 years, Peter? 3 years back last February. So it's been that long. I've not paid rent. Are you studying anything or reading? No, Stephen. I have no. I'm going to be honest. You guys ask me questions. I'm going to be honest. No, I have not. I have not been reading, or that's what started. There's a fire truck behind me. Somebody bought a fire truck at a auction. Anyways, no, I've not been reading. I've not been educating myself, and that's one of the things that I'm kind of upset with myself over. I've been going down YouTube holes, rabbit holes. I've been going down Instagram rabbit holes. I've been doing a little bit of work with emails and getting other stuff launched and ready to go, but it's annoying. I need to get back to work is what I'm trying to say, Stephen. I'm excited to hear that. Thanks. That you want to build a container home. I have land for one, and they look durable. You have land, Ninth Element? Where do you have land? In Eugene? Because I'm looking for land now, to be honest with you. I don't know if I'm going to stick in the Portland area, but we'll see what happens. Lucy, no in LA. They went. That might have just been at Steven's apartment that he's managing. Maybe that's what it was. If you can't pay rent due to a loss of a job, they have asked your landlord to allow you up to 3 months. That's nice of them. I see what you're saying. You're welcome, Steven. I like the hat matches your shirt. Thanks. These are available, like I said, online. I might change the color of the logo for a different hat. I might put a white one out, black on the black hat, like I have in my other, but I just like the orange logo, to be honest with you. So that's just available. It's just a really cool logo, honestly, or color, I think. Greetings from Philly. Let's see here. Would you still owe a rent? Just deferred. That's a great question, Gerald. So Peter, he asked, is it a deferred payment? Are you going to have to eventually owe that? Or are you getting just like a free month rent or free 2 months rent? Great question. How many designs do you have, LOL? Steven, I probably have 3 designs in my head that I have to get out on paper that have not been seen in the van life world yet. Possibly 2, maybe 3 that are in my head that just that have not been seen yet, which I'm excited to get started on. I'm not personally going to do them, but I might just put them on paper and I might make them available to people through my website. So, and then I'm going to be doing other like standard floor plans and things and measurements and all that good stuff, so people can have something to get going and get started with. Because I think that a lot of people want to do just like a platform bed, a bench, kitchen or a little area, like very simple things. So I think a lot of people are kind of just like, how do I do this? Where do I go? So I want to start helping as much as I can with that. That's weird. My super chat won't go through. Jake, it's all right. Don't worry. But thank you. I appreciate that, Jake. If you have a question, Jake, I'll definitely ask or I'll answer for you. So if you just ask away, just let me know. But I appreciate you. Don't worry about it too much. I'm not stressing over it. I do this to connect with you guys, and I appreciate all the super chats that do come through. Thank you. The orange, I do like the orange on me. I like earthy tones, like an orange and like a green. But I'm weird. I'm not weird. I like them. Are the dispensaries still open up there? Squirrel, I don't know. I've been in one dispensary my entire life, and that was in Los Angeles, and I didn't buy anything because I've actually never done that in my life, believe it or not. Deferred up to 1. Peter, thank you for the answer. Deferred up to 1 year to pay any back rent, cannot be evicted by law, and cannot raise rent. That's all right. So, and by the way, guys, Peter is a building manager in Los Angeles. He does know the law, or he does know the rules and regulations to that. So that's in Los Angeles. Obviously, it's not nationwide, but I hope that other cities can jump on that plan as well, because that'd be really awesome for people so they don't get evicted, because that's not cool. Any designs for a Murphy bed setup? Yeah, I mean, I have my Murphy bed setup that I will be putting out there, absolutely. And I have a couple other Murphy bed layouts that I have in the head that I've seen, that I've kind of modified a little bit. And then I have one that has not been done yet. And I have a couple that have really not been done yet. I'm really excited to kind of start rolling those out. I'm about to buy software for a design software any day now. It's not Vanspace 3D, which everybody uses, which I can't stand. So it's not. I'm not going to say anything bad about it. I just, from a design perspective, I'm going to go next level when it comes to design software. That's all. Jake, you asked something. I was going to say that the join channel is where it pays that. Oh, okay, the amount of money. I see. Thank you. Dispensaries and liquor stores are condensed in essential service in Oregon. Ninth Element. Awesome. Happy Q team. Awesome. Let's see. Do you think you could put a Murphy bed right behind the passenger seat? Right behind the passenger seat, Murphy bed. Yeah, why not? It'd be an interesting way to do it. Are you talking about off the sidewall or right behind the passenger seat that folds down into the space? Well, they're both going to go into the space, but you know what I mean. Because if it's right behind the passenger seat, there's a sliding door here, so that's one of your main entrances into your van. So that might be a little difficult, but unless you're having it going the other way, you absolutely could. But that might block access going back from the front cab to the back. So something to consider. Murphy beds do make a good sense in van life, but a lot of people steer away from them because of they're using their van for an adventure van and they want to have a lot more storage. So if you are looking for more storage, then a platform bed is probably better. But if you're looking for more functionality, I feel like Murphy bed can be good to separate space in such a small space, if that makes sense. By the way, guys, I have a video coming out this week talking about design and layouts and to how to fit your needs personally. I wanted to do this video for a couple different reasons. I was supposed to give 2 seminars, one at Colorado Tiny House Festival and Open Roads Fest. Both have been canceled, so I kind of want to give that seminar in a condensed version in a video, and that'll be out hopefully Sunday. Let's see here. Strictly Medical, of course. Yeah, of course, Strictly Medical. Nice emojis, Scarlett. Anyone drinking? Okay. PA dispensaries are essential too. I seen bed that lowers from the ceiling. Yep, I've seen those too, Stephen. I do have a design for one of those. But when the bed lowers, the problem is if you have counters, the bed can only go down to where the counter is. If you have like a bench platform, then the entire bed can go down to where the bench is. So there's different ideas with that. However, the only van I feel is the best for a lowering bed is the Transit Super High Roof. It has like a 6'9" roof, floor to roof height. So you have almost enough room to walk underneath it depending on your height. So also another thing to keep in mind. Well, I have a lot of things going on in here, by the way, if you guys haven't noticed. Are you having an Oregon Tiny Home event this summer? Ninth Element, I don't host any of the events. It's all done through my friend Renee from Tiny Fest. She, I believe, is not doing any Oregon events anymore. It's not that they were bad. It's just that she was losing money each year she was doing it. So she hasn't been doing it. It's sad though, because I really had a lot of fun at the Oregon events. They were not as crazy as the California event. The California event was just ridiculously crazy. My idea is to have a Murphy bed behind the driver's seat against the wall. Okay. And full bath in the back with a drop-down sink, raised toilet with, I need the width. So a couple of my friends have done Murphy beds right behind the driver's seat coming down into the space. Shane Dennis, if you've watched my videos, you've seen him have it. Shaden Valentine, both of those guys have done it. And Buck SD's is more into the back of the space, I think, but it kind of makes, you can kind of understand it, but they're on the driver's side for sure. Shane's Dennis is the 170 Sprinter. It's massive. And if you go through his tour, you can actually see where you could put a bathroom in. He's actually even talking about putting one in now, like a whole full-on shower, the whole kit and caboodle. So if you see his tour, you can see exactly maybe what you are thinking about. Hello, I've been watching your past videos. You have done any small Transit Connects vans yet? No, I haven't done any tours on them. Maybe in like one of my events that I was at. I think I've seen a bunch of actual built out ones. They're cool. If you want to build out of one, they're very, very small and difficult to kind of maneuver in. The length of the cargo space is not the biggest. I think the best small van I've seen out there is a Mercedes Metris, but again, it's a Mercedes, so you're looking at a lot of cheddar. We should organize a van life meetup in Oregon. Yeah, I would love to. Descend on Ben, of course. Yeah, a Descend on Ben is fantastic. I'm hoping they still have it this year. We'll see what happens with all of that. Holy Christmas. Oh, J Diaz. I guess I can try and block you. Let's see what happens. We'll move. Let's see here. Hello from Germany. What's going on? Hello from South Africa. South Africa and Germany in the house. We got paces all over the globe. That's awesome. What's your weekend look like? You know, pretty much what the last 2 weeks have looked like. Not much. I'm just trying to get some work done. Some things might be happening. I can't really announce anything yet until I get better word from the person I'm allowed to announce some things with. But I'll just say that I might be moving. The van might be moving. Not far. I'm still gonna stay in Oregon. But that's all I can really say at this moment. I'm excited to see what happens with all that. So that might be on my next live. We'll see. And I'll maybe announce something on my Instagram. We'll see. I just joined your. Thank you, Ninth Element. You just joined my. Nomad Unbroken. That's who you just joined. All right, fine. Whatever, Ninth Element. I'm just kidding. I'll have to go check out that channel myself. Let's see here. I will be so sad. I will be so sad to miss Descend on Ben. That is our summer camp. Yeah, it actually is. The last couple of years though, it's coincided with Burning Man. So a lot of burners don't go to Descend on Ben or vice versa. And I've never been to Burning Man, so I was never a big burner. But maybe Descend on Ben can figure that out. But we'll see what happens. Descend on Ben isn't until like September, so we're really hoping that doesn't get pushed back. Because yeah, you're right. Descend on Ben is a fantastic time. It's 4 or 5 days of just a lot of fun and seeing a lot of people that we haven't seen in a while and all catching up and. No service, which is fantastic. So you're kind of disconnected from the world for like 4 or 5 days, which is pretty awesome. Nomad, you're welcome. Nomad Unbroken. I got to go check out your channel now because Ninth Element tells me to go look at it. So rains, a lot of rain here in Portland. Yeah. That's what happens, How's mom and dad doing? Steven, thank you for asking. They are good. I've spoken to them both recently. They don't live together anymore. So mom and dad, if you're on here, hi. But they're good. They're both sitting in quarantine right now. My dad actually works in the construction field, so he has to work. They've shut down the site. But he is a senior project manager or senior supervisor. So he's been working a ton. Actually, the site's not shut down. It's actually pre-building stages, so he's working like crazy right now. He said he's done more work at home than he actually has done at the office. I probably shouldn't have put him on blast like that, but whatever, I just did. Hey, I just noticed your new hat. Yeah, thanks. Thank you very much. A lot of people are like, yeah, it's red. I don't. If it's red, that's fine, but it's actually orange. It's supposed to match my sweatshirt. Orange. This is just an REI sweatshirt. I don't sell this one, but are you a Christian? I don't talk about politics. I don't talk about religions. I don't talk about anything. I can say that I was raised Roman Catholic, if that helps. I was raised that, but I don't. That kind of stuff I don't really talk about because it's not so much personal, but it is personal. But I don't know. I don't know if it makes a difference here or there, if that makes any sense. So yeah. Descend on Bend is September 3rd. Better than Burning Man. Ooh, Ninth Element. I don't know if you want to go there with people. I'm not a burner, so I don't know, but I've heard some pretty wicked stories about Burning Man. Did you ever consider boondocking, or are you strictly city living? No, I boondock every day, because boondocking, I guess, technically is just not plugged into an electrical grid, I think. I don't ever plug in. This is my second van. Who asked that? That was a really good question. I think it was Jennifer K. I built the second van with the idea and the thoughts of having it. This is more of a hybrid van, so I could do boondocking or camping as well as city living. Right now, I'm about a 70-30, 70% city, 30% out in the wilderness. I'm trying to keep it more towards a 70-30 or 60-40, percentage wise. But yeah, because I love so much of my work is in the city, and I love, like the motion of a city, and that's just how I roll. How does the XL hood from your merch fit on you? Oh, I actually wear the large, and I am a pretty bulky guy, but it's a little tight. I love the baggy hoodie. Okay, so I'd go, Kimberly, if you're looking for something big, I would go bigger. Mine's a little snug on me, and I'm pretty broad. So if you have a smaller frame than I do, which you probably do, XL would be a nice big hoodie. I think it's American Apparel. This one, again, this is an REI sweatshirt, so this is not by me at all. I would love to get something like this. This thing is like massive and beautiful, but this stuff is expensive. I'm calling a spade a spade. How old am I? Nothing wrong with Catholic. I've never said there was anything wrong with being Catholic. Nothing wrong with religion, period. Nothing wrong with religion whatsoever. I just don't. I don't need to like say what I am. If I was Jewish, Muslim, Catholic, doesn't matter. That's my point. Jake, like the shirt, like shirts or stickers. T-shirts are coming. Stickers, I should put on there. I haven't put any stickers on there, so I will put some stickers on there for you. But T-shirts are coming. I have some really good like phrases that I'm putting out there. I've always thought boondocking was as long as you were not plugged into a grid. Yeah, I think so too. Do you need I'm available. An MOD? MOD, manager on duty. Is that what you mean by? Ninth Element. What do you mean? Atheist here. There you go. See, I mean, it doesn't matter. I'm not going to judge anybody for any of that stuff. Finished my van. Congratulations. No, yeah, quarantine vehicle. Yeah, for real. Love the Zip hoodie. Thank you. Got to wear. Thank you. My teenager stole it. Well, I'm glad that you got it, because in the tough shipping times right now, I'm still glad that you got it. Awesome. Yeah, I remember you. Awesome. Let's see here. Hello, Jared. What's going on? I am doing fine. Thank you very much. What other van life YouTube channels do you subscribe to? Anyone you really enjoy? You know what? I enjoy them all. I'm not going to badmouth anybody. I don't. Everybody has their own quirks and ideas and thoughts, and I think there's plenty of love to go around. If you want a good weird laugh, Dave 2D Vlogs he's an interesting cat. I know him personally. He's just a really interesting dude, but he's a good guy. I have nothing bad to say about him whatsoever. That's more for comedic relief, I think. In regards to like how to do certain things, there's a lot of good channels out there. Tune into mine first. But no, seriously, there's a lot of good channels out there. My friends, Tiny Watts, they just put out their first video recently. So Tiny Watts Solar has a video out there now. Super excited to see that. Or I've watched it already. Is she on, Steven? Did she comment? And she didn't say hello, or I didn't see it? Many soul for miles. Yulia, are you on? I don't see your name anymore. Oh, there you are. Oh, not too late. Hi, what's going on? Yulia is on. It's good to see you. I'm glad that you were able to fit my live into your busy day. I know that you're very busy right now, so it was very good to see you. And hello. Oh, Yulia has a YouTube page, right, Yulia? Many Soulful Miles. Check out her YouTube page. I believe you have some videos up, or you have one or two up, I think, right? Nomad Unbroken, I believe you have a channel. I'm gonna go check out yours now as well. Yeah, he is an interesting guy, isn't he? Such a weird dude, but I love him. He's a great guy. Yeah, I have a lot of friends that have YouTube channels, and they're always good and informative. And actually, you know what? That was a good question for Yulia, because Yulia, you Many Soulful Miles, you watch a lot of van life YouTubers. What are some of your favorites? Maybe you can comment. Maybe people can see what some of the ones that you really like. I know Trent and Allie obviously have a good channel. And now I can't even think of them off the top of my head, but there's a bunch of channels out there. Gypsy Tribe has a good channel now. Lydia and oh my god, I'm blanking on their names. Hey. I did miss it, but I went back and I checked it. Yes, you did. Let's see here. Do you still have your old van? No. Oh, and I actually sold it, and that's how I was able to build this second one. I sold it to a traveling nurse, actually. So I messaged her recently to make sure she was okay, but she's like a delivery nurse, so she delivers babies. So I messaged her to make sure she was doing okay, and I hope she's doing good. She responded to one of my messages on Instagram, so I know that she is okay. But I did message her privately to make sure she's okay. A couple other of my friends are traveling nurses, Lindsay and Danny. I wish them well of recent, but they are on the front lines, or Danny, because he's a nurse. He's on the front lines down in Los Angeles or Orange County area. I think Torrance. I just blew up their spot. Let's see here. Van Wives, a turtle. Iman Beck, thank you. That was another one. Iman Beck, I couldn't think of their names real quick. Yulia, now I just put you on. I'm holding you accountable now, so hopefully you can get some videos up there. Hopefully I didn't just stress you out. Let's see here. Yours is my favorite. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that, Yulia. Let's see here. Thank you, Stephen, as well. I appreciate that. Then why is your stuck? Oh, geez. How much was the total cost of Ghost 2? I actually did a full video on this. I'm going to try and break this down as quickly as possible, but the entire cost of Ghost 2 was a rough estimate. I paid a less than what I'm about to say, and I'm not going to give what I paid because I got discounts and I got some help from certain companies. But the cost of what it would have cost me was around $45,000 on top of the van as well. The van was another $45,000. I probably put about 300 hours of labor into it, between designing and actual manual labor. If I had to guess, maybe 300, maybe even closer to 5, honestly, because I put a lot of hours into it. Let's see. If I took away my massive, beautiful power system and swapped it with a lower end system, and I took out my radiant floor heating, I probably would have only spent, or probably would have cost probably around the 20 to 25 range. However, I feel like the power is probably one of the most important, if not the most important thing. And then there's nothing better than what I have for heating. Hands down, like, just it's the best heating I've ever had in not just in a van, just in my life. And I have on-demand hot water with the same system, and it'll also be linked into my recirculating shower. So all of that is why I don't mind sharing those numbers with you guys, but that's pretty much what my entire video. The cost breakdown is on my channel if you want to check that out. It might be under the Ghost 2 build series as well. Van build channels you love. Thank you for doing that, Yulia. 70 Savage has a great channel. He's actually very particular on how he does things. Doesn't have a huge following, but he's very, very good. And I can't think of the word, but anyways, he is good. Let's see. Adventures of A+K, another good channel. Thank you, Yulia. Finding Fresh Air and Iman and Beck. So yes, Finding Fresh Air is a really good channel as well. Yulia, thank you so much for writing those down for everybody, and I was able to read them out loud to everybody because Yulia is doing her van build right now. she's still in the early stages, or you're kind of actually, you're about to reach that midpoint where you're about to like come over the hill there. And you've been watching countless hours of YouTube. So I would definitely take her suggestions. And then mine, obviously, Yulia, but you already said that. What about your friend that went to Baja? She didn't go. That was Paya. She actually ended up not going. I texted her weeks ago and I was like, hey, how's Baja? She's like, I didn't go. She never went. Jared is cool. Thank you, Night Element. I hope to meet. Oh, thank you. I hope to meet you in person as well. Oops. Oh, wow. I just went way down and I'm trying to scroll through these messages, guys. Sorry. Yeah. Thank you, Helen. 90K. Yeah, I got it appraised through my insurance because I have insurance on the van as an RV. It's appraised for 130 is what they made my van worth, I guess, at this moment. And I still have a few things that I haven't put in yet. So thinking about an AC unit, I'm thinking, and I'm going to be putting in the recirculating shower here. I need hopefully in the month of April. Hopefully. I'm hoping that the Van Life Tech owner makes an appearance in this video. That's why I'm kind of stalling, because I usually try to go around 30 minutes, but I might go an hour today if you guys are interested. You guys want me to go an hour? I know it's a long time for a lot of you, but people come in and out. We see how it goes. Hey, I'm new to the channel. I just want to say hi. Say hey, I appreciate. Thank you very much. The content. Thank you, especially the guys trying in hard time. Thank you very much, Darwin. I appreciate that. Let's see here. The best heating. You have no idea. Thank goodness I have this heating system, because I'm in Portland right now, and at nighttime, at this time of the year, it's not only wet, but it's very cold. It drops into the 30s, and it's a little chilly. But with my heating system, I'm not worried about it at all. Ghost is an epic overlanding rig. Nice. Hi, I watched all your videos. I appreciate it. Oh, thank you very much, Beth. Thank you very much. I'm going to scroll down. I might miss a few guys. So if I skip over your comment, please comment again. Do you think van life movement will boom after the craziness in the world? That's a really good question. Many soulful miles. Yulia, you deserve all the praise, because you have done more work on your van than I think most people I've ever come in contact with. So you deserve and I'm very proud of you. You've done a lot of work. So, and you're doing it right. You're doing it really, really well. Somebody asked, do I think the van life market is going to boom? No, I don't think it will boom per se. I think it'll get vamped up a little bit, but I think it's going to stay steady. I think we are headed for a recession, if we're not already there. And I think that the appeal of van life will be more appealing to a lot of people out there. But let's face it, it's not easy. It's fun and enjoyable, obviously, and it's obviously not the cheapest route in regards to like upfront money. You're going to need to invest a good chunk of change if you're going to want to live this lifestyle. So keep all of that in mind. 70% humidity in Oregon at night. Not that real. Where you are, really? Is this 70? Is it that much percentage of humidity? I'm actually kind of shocked by that. I thought it was a lot. I guess with all the rain, that makes sense. Jared, thank you, D Valley. What about a late night live? Oh, Ghost After Dark. Ghosting and Ghost. That's actually pretty cool. You know what? I will do one between this live and my next Wednesday live. I will do a late night live because I've been staying up until freaking 3 o'clock in the morning because I can't sleep. So I'll do a late night live, whether it's like midnight or 1 a.m. I'll do a late night live. I love that idea. Thank you so much for throwing that out to me. Maybe Saturday night, maybe Sunday night. It doesn't really matter because none of us are getting up for work at this moment. I mean, maybe some of you guys are working from home, or most of you hopefully are working from home. Negative 31 Celsius where I'm parked in my hometown. Holy Christmas, Jake. Man, that's tough. Ghost After Dark is a great idea. I'm so with it. I'm so with it. You're going to have a great, yes, Matt, she is going to have a great van. Let's see here. Love that, agent. Thank you. Stand up in the van. You know, I feed so much off of the audience, and a lot of people have asked me to do stand up in the van. I totally would love to. It's just that I am still working on jokes, and I'm still working on writing and things like that. So when you are in that stage of that point of stand up, it's really, really nice to get up physically on an open mic stage and kind of test out your material. It's so hard to do it in front of a laptop. Even if I did a Zoom with 20 people, it would still not hit as well as being in front of a live audience. That's the reason why it's much better to test out your material. I might test out some stuff eventually, maybe when I like actually write stuff down, but we'll see. Late night in the PJs. Well, Kimberly, what if I slept naked? Which I don't, but what if I did? I can't do a live if I'm naked. Oh,
what are you doing?
You scared the crap out of me, dude. Guys, Vanessa and Mark, Nomadic Customs. What's going on?
Hey guys.
It's probably a little bright where you are right now, but that's okay. That scared the hell out of me, dude.
Sorry.
How you doing, man?
Good.
Yeah.
Doing really good.
Hi, Vanessa.
Yeah, I forgot you were doing this.
What? You forgot I was doing this? Seriously?
I did.
I told you. I said, come and make an appearance. I'm going live at noon, and that was 50 minutes ago.
Yeah. Whoops.
Nomadic in the house. What's up? Love you,
Wow.
Mark.
Good
Mark
Lord.
is a hell of a van builder. He's okay, guys. Relax. Sarcasm. That was sarcasm. Somebody just recommended I should do a Ghost After Dark live, like a live, like late at night.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of like that a lot.
I like it.
There's Lisa B for you, Mark.
Oh yeah. Hey.
I'm working on your van right now, pretty much. Let's see. I love the orange. Thank you so much. Are you going to make a sketchy one? A what? A stretchy one without a peak? Which one do you mean? I don't know what they mean.
Stretchy one without.
Let's see here. I just said that Mr.
What time is it where you're at? It's almost 1 o'clock.
12:50 to be exact.
You're gonna be my van builder. You just don't know it yet. Well, I do now.
Send him an email.
Yeah,
go to his
send me an
website. Nomadic Customs.
Hey, everybody.
Hello from Istanbul. Have you been to Istanbul?
I have been to Istanbul.
You've
Mark's
traveled
been everywhere.
Yeah, I know you've traveled quite often,
Everywhere.
quite a lot
Yeah.
of places. You probably
Except
can't
Norway.
ask
Go to
me
Norway.
what you originally were going to come over here to ask me, because unless you want to ask me on live.
I won't.
No, okay, good. He was probably going to embarrass me, so not going to happen.
Well, very cool.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, Hawaii girl. She was at Tiny Fest. Somebody else said something. Mark was so cool and very helpful at the Tiny Fest Northwest. Thank you a bunch. Chucktown Van Life. I don't know if you know who that was.
He's really good at Instagram names.
Yeah, I can't keep up with everybody. I'm sorry. After Dark Live nude? No, not going to do that. No.
Wow.
Hashtag.
Everyone, thank you so much for the compliments. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, let's make
And
Mark's head bigger than it already is.
you are all because I have a very big head.
No, you're very
Huge
humble,
head.
actually.
I mean, I actually do have a big head. I've been told.
Yeah, you do, actually.
But not like a big head.
Not figurative speaking, I guess,
Yeah.
right? Ghost After Dark is a go. Mark should be your first guest. Me and Mark are going to cuddle in bed
Yeah.
while in Ghost.
Everyone
Nice
has
late night
dreams.
Everybody has dreams.
You guys totally have late night.
By the way,
Nice.
we are technically not social distancing ourselves, and that's because we've been quarantined with each other.
Yeah, just to kind of let everyone know out there, we have taken very, very strict measures with the shop, the crew. We're wiping everything down. We have
barely going to the public.
We don't go into public. Everyone that works is pretty much like we're all pitching in and grabbing our own groceries, or we pitch in a pool. We all go get groceries. We all come back.
I'm kind of hungry, actually. I gotta make some food.
Or actually, one of us goes and gets groceries.
Yeah,
That's
we
what I'm
don't
Yeah,
saying.
have to. What do you
yeah.
say?
One of us goes and
You
gets
don't have to
groceries,
do
gets
that.
all messed up, but then we fix it for everybody. So
and the place that we go to, they only let 10 people in at a time. So
we're keeping it very real, and this obviously is a very unfortunate situation that all of us are going through. But at the same time, it's great to have good family, and
Yeah,
we
you
all
too,
have been
buddy.
watching each other's backs and staying healthy, and so we appreciate everyone's concern. But we're still like going full force, and we got 13 vans at the shop right now.
Somebody asked on here, Mark, are you single?
Yes.
I don't
You don't want to talk about your personal
I
life?
don't talk about my personal life to thousands of people, and I'm gonna duck out of it.
No, it's not. Oh, are you blushing?
You-
Are you turning red?
You gotta be in a bunny onesie. Somebody wants to see you in a bunny onesie.
In a
Bunny
onesie.
Yeah.
That's some
Your
free
late
stuff
night
right there.
after dark.
Oh, me or him?
No.
Oh,
Mark.
Mark in a
and-
bunny onesie.
Oh, Kimberly. I would love to see Mark in a bunny onesie.
So would I.
Uh,
Okay. You guys
I
I
do
would
that.
definitely do a bunny onesie.
I
In
will-
fact, I've done that
You should do
before.
that for Easter.
I do plan to do a more of a shop tour with Mark. We've never officially done a shop tour of Mark's shop. And there's a reason for that, and I'll explain later, probably in next week's live. But we will do a full-on shop tour with you, and we're going to show kind of what Mark does and his thought process and everything around that idea. What do you think? Is that cool with you?
Yeah,
I kind of just sprung that up on you just now. Like, you didn't even know that.
I would love for that to happen. In fact, there's some really big news happening in probably the next week.
Yeah,
But,
I said the same exact thing. I didn't say what it was.
yes, that
I
we're
just
really
said-
excited about.
Yeah.
And so you guys will be the first to know.
Yeah, everybody here that is obviously a fan of Mark will know what's going on. If you're not a fan of Mark, then what are you doing? First
Yeah, well,
off,
we're not a fan of you.
no.
Everybody's
Nomadic
fan.
Customs, check them out. It's spelled with a K. The Nomadic is spelled with a K. NOM. I can't even spell it. Oh my god.
NOMADIK.
and then Customs.
And then-
Check him out on Instagram, and he also has a website, nomadiccustoms.com.
yeah.
So please.
Wow, Jared, thanks for the plug again.
Yeah, no problem. He's got this. Are you selling merch yet?
Yeah, I am selling merch. Yep.
The
I've
Freedom
got
Machines.
The
And t-shirts.
handcrafting your freedom machine. We got t-shirts and sweatshirts, and actually I'm just covering my costs on it, and then we're basically dude, the onesies are going off.
No, there's some the
Reindeer
reindeer
onesie.
onesie. Yeah, the reindeer onesie. I would love to see.
After dark onesies, spooning.
Oh, we have a fire department just rolled through, like actual fire department. Uh-oh, is he backing up?
I don't think so.
Uh-oh, are we breaking laws? They're probably
I
just
don't-
checking on us.
They're probably okay. Peace out.
Later. Peace out, Cub
We all
Scout.
live together, so it's not a big deal.
Is he walking? Is he walking towards us?
You're fine.
I'd love to put him on the live. We have
All is well.
we have paramedics here. This is weird.
It's all good. We're
Yeah,
good.
he's fine. He's just saying hello, I think. Anyone
The fire
know
truck.
anyone with
Just
the
call the fire
no, I don't even want to get involved with all that. Matt B, she does have a nice smile, doesn't she? Mark, you living in a van?
She's also single, by the way.
I'm just kidding.
Way to blow up Vanessa's
I know,
spot.
she-
Jeez.
Pressure just on him.
Have you run into my friend? Have to run my friend. Oh, thank you, Stephen. Appreciate you. Enjoy the day as well. Stay safe and healthy, Stephen. And thank you again for the super chat. Appreciate you. The fire truck would make a great travel van. Hey, do you know if we could find a I don't want to put it on the live. Never mind. Because
What?
I want to be the first to do it.
Okay.
Duck boat.
Huh?
Duck boat.
Oh, yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah, would it be? Matt
Breaking the
B.
COVID law. We're not really breaking the COVID law. We just all live together.
We
We-
So
Actually,
like,
he's
we can
a you're an essential business.
He's, I promise I've been quarantined. I just talked to her about.
Oh. Be safe out there, Lisa. Seriously. I mean, I know you're in like the epicenter of it all.
So 12 volt or 24 volt, man, it really depends on what your power needs are going to be. If you're running more than one appliance at a time, so if you're cooking eggs, doing hot water in your Instapot or running an Instapot and you're doing more than one appliance at a time, then you want to go probably towards the 24. But 12 volts are also just really great too. So it just kind of depends.
Maybe you can correct me on this. I always thought that like my rule of thumb was like anything bigger than a van, consider doing a 24.
Yeah, anything better than a van you can consider, but definitely like Wes from Tiny Watts now is putting a lot of 24-volt systems. Still run as 12-volt, but they also can go into 24
back.
volt.
Yeah, they can go to 24s.
And they're pretty trick systems. So
they are. Yeah, he's putting those 24-volt batteries in those things, huh? Mark, I promise. Mark's voice.
Huh?
I was just reading something else. Sometimes they talk to each other.
Yes, I have done a shuttle bus before, and I've done
everything.
A big bus. I actually worked a fire truck once. I made a hearse into like a little martini lounge. So
thank you for being part of our lovely distraction as well. Because seriously,
that's awesome.
We also need a break from our craziness that's going on here. So I appreciate doing this with you guys and everybody tuning in. Honest to God, like it's really been amazing. You guys know Humble World? Yeah, I do.
You can actually set up the Tiny Watt system, or any system for that matter. Like if your car battery does die, you can actually reverse the charge and jump your battery off of it.
Like a solar jump start is what he calls it.
Yeah. There is a way to set that up. Yes, Michael.
I have it on my van.
Yep.
Do batteries emit gas? I know the answer to this, but I figured you could
go
answer
for it.
Better. No, well, simple answer is no, unless it's unsealed lead acid, right?
Yeah. So your gel batteries are all sealed, and then basically the lithium batteries are sealed, but any lead acid battery is going to leak.
So you have to vent those.
Yes, or have them outside.
I'm going to ask this. This is not a question that's on here right now. Do you prefer a lithium over AGM, and why?
Do I prefer lithium over
AGM, and why?
Oh, yes, for sure. 100%, because AGM cycle 30 to 80% and lithium cycle 10 to 90%. So you get more cycles out of a lithium, longer lasting, they're lighter, they're more powerful, they have a higher amp output.
But they're usually 2.5 times what an AGM would cost. So
it's worth it in the long run. So AGMs are going to run out in like 2 years, depending on usage. Lithiums are going to last 7 to 10 years. Chucktown Van Life. Thank you, Chris. I didn't realize that was your other channel. You met Chris Williams. I don't know if you remember him. He was big into music down at the Tiny Fest California event. Oh, nice.
I was down there. Obviously, he's been to a couple of events that we've seen. How is he? I don't know what that was. How is the ISO temp hot water heater? Any experience with those? You know what? It's really great that you asked that question. I'm going to say one thing real quick, and then I'm going to let him answer. Mark and I are actually doing a complete heating and hot water video together. So that video probably won't be out this Sunday, but I hope to have it out by the early next week, mid next week, or end of next week, depending on when I can get him to sit down and do a video with me. Because I know heating, but I am going to be doing a series of videos with experts. I shouldn't put that in quotes. Actual experts in certain fields. So I'm going to have a professional solar person. Although Mark knows a lot about solar, I'm going to have another professional solar person, and I'm going to have a professional van builder to talk about heating and hot water applications. But the original question was the ISOTemp hot water heater. Any experience with those? You know what those are?
I do know what those are, Mr. Boston.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ISOTemp systems, they're a great system. I personally would go Van Life Tech any day of the week. Not just because he's my buddy, but
and you're an installer,
and I'm an installer for him, but also just his system runs the lowest amount of power draw. It is the most efficient. It takes the least amount of time on labor to install. There's a number of things.
The ISOTemps run at 120 volts. Van Life Tech systems run at a 12 volts. So the power consumption is a vast difference, right? The ISOTemp, I believe, is a either 2.5 or 5 gallon, but it also takes like 15 to 20 minutes for it to heat up, which means you're running that power for that amount of time, which can drain your batteries that much more. You also need to have your inverter on, and your inverter is going to also be drawing power as well. So take all that into effect. An ISOTemp, I believe, is a couple grand, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And that
I don't remember the.
I don't remember the
price.
exact numbers, but they
Right.
are nice. Don't get me wrong. I just would prefer a Van Life Tech system, mainly because I have one. Do lithiums last longer than AGM? Yes, they typically last about 3,000 more cycles, I want to say, on the low end, but they can go upwards of 5,000 more cycles. In years wise, that's between, I want to say 2 to 7 years longer, depending on how it cycles. Important thing about lithiums, they need heat, or they should not be in cold, by the way, just to let you guys all know that. It's better to have them lifted off the floor unless you have a heated floor system. But if you have them lifted off the floor, it won't get as cold. Therefore, it won't deplete the battery as much or damage the battery. And please, if I'm saying something wrong, Mark, please stay.
No, you're. I'm used to you talking, so.
Damn, man. Damn, just put me on the spot like that, man. Is there any crossover from Tesla system to existing power solutions? Different chemistries. Very, very important. It's a very different chemistry that Tesla uses over like a Rely-On battery, Battle-Born battery, or Li-ion battery. So keep that in mind, that the chemistry, the battery chemistries are different. Again, I am not a professional renewable energy person. I would actually talk to a professional renewable energy person, not a DIYer like myself. I would talk to a professional renewable energy, either somebody has a degree in that, if you want to talk about battery chemistries and things like that.
So, Melinda Brummett, yes, I think Jared mentioned we're going to try to do a little shop tour, and we will do some van tours. I love how Jared puts me on the spot most of the time in front of the camera. I really don't like the camera. So,
yeah, I know.
So, I love how he does his videos. So hopefully he's going to do some videos of some of the vans that we're currently building, so you can show your son.
I actually also, I'm quarantined here, so you guys are going to see a lot of Mark, unfortunately. So no, but I really wanted to, I really wanted to show Mark and what he does and the process. Him and I are in the talks of doing a build series together. We're in the talks of showing a van from beginning to end, because I am going to be in Portland for quite a while. So, I'm putting him on the spot about that. We talked a little bit about it, but it's true now. Yeah.
And then also there's someone that asked, like, how's the lockdown affecting us? And basically, like, the biggest thing that's affecting us right now is our supply chains have slowed down. We're having a really hard time getting things. We were just looking at refrigerators, and pretty much every model's sold out.
Oh yeah.
We're definitely.
Are they?
Yeah.
We're definitely starting to like see some of the effects. But as far as us, I just really want to emphasize, like, we're treating this very much as a family unit. We all kind of live under one house. We are really taking the steps to be very careful. We're washing all of our hands multiple times a day. We're definitely taking all the steps that we're needing to, and the whole 6 foot social distancing thing.
We're taking it very serious.
We're taking it very seriously out of anyone outside of our little circle that is very much taking care of each other. It's been very emphasized by me to all of my crew that we are here to kind of take care of each other, and we can stay within one family. And then also, because I treat everybody like family, it's very important for me to kind of huddle everybody together and keep everyone to where I know that they're okay. So
not literal huddles.
Yeah.
Not literal huddles.
But anyway, just to kind of answer some of this, or that, people's concerns or us not taking the right maneuvers to do that. We're definitely doing that. And then on that note too, just would say, please do it yourselves and make sure that you're keeping your circle small, and take care of your friends, take care of your family, check in on people, make sure your elders are able to get the supplies and their needs met, and we'll all get through this.
I'm sorry about the PCT. I didn't realize it was closed right now, but Hope Springs, I really hope that you can do it maybe next year. That's a shame that that entire trail got shut down. I mean, that's obvious why, but I'm just saying like that kind of stinks, and I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah. You guys are oh, thanks, Nine. By the way, you stayed on the whole time. I really appreciate you being here.
And Kimberly Barker, I'm a fluffy person myself, so I do have sizing for all the fluffy people.
I can add some stuff on there for. I mean, I'm on the verge of fluffiness. I'll tell you that. So, this quarantine open. I'm new to van life. How do I keep my online banking safe? I don't know. I think online banking is always safe. I thought.
Good point. I'm just kidding.
Let's see. What's a good electric heater for living in the cold?
There's really not a good electric heater out there for any sort of system that goes into a van.
And the reason for that is because it draws way too much power for it to. Fluffy is sexy. Even the Van Life Tech system, it's an electric system, but it pulls from the diesel tank. So just like a Webasto, just like an S-Bar, those all pull from diesel fuel lines. The great thing about, well, I guess Webasto and S-Bar do this too, but you can also install them in a gasoline engine as well.
Yeah, gasoline and diesel availability on the heaters for Webasto and S-Bar.
And Van Life Tech, obviously.
Well, they use an S-Bar. So
yeah, on steroids, severe steroids.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Mark, what was your most challenging build?
Oh, don't.
None of the builds are really challenging for me. I'll just say that. But some of the customers could be really awesome sometimes. But I will say that all the people that I have in-house now, both crew and clients, are wonderful people.
Now,
yeah.
This is your opportunity now, by the way, Mark. Just saying. I know that you won't, but this is your opportunity.
I'm not gonna.
I know. I'm thinking of installing Max fans and skylights on a diagonal wood cutting diamond shaped holes into the roof of a Sprinter be a structurally sound.
So, good question. And I would say that the Max fans, you don't want to cut on a diagonal because they're designed for wind shear as you travel. As far as the skylight, that's a novel idea. The biggest thing that you want to do is when you're cutting into the metal, you're also cutting all of the support beams. So you got to figure out a way to weld support structure in place. So when you're doing a diagonal, you'd probably be cutting a couple of those. You're definitely putting the integrity of the vehicle at risk. So that's
you just did one recently. You just cut a skylight. If you go to my last video, I showed the skylight in, and they worked on support after the fact. But you did put some support on that around that skylight, right?
Yeah, we welded in a bunch of support around that skylight because we only cut out one support beam, but then we welded in probably close to 3 bars to give that one beam structure. So it's definitely a task, just FYI.
And Nomadic Bike, you absolutely can do a. All right. It's actually not in service, by the way. The fire truck. It's a somebody bought that in an auction. You can put a separate tank in. We're all okay, by the way. You can put a separate diesel tank in. My buddy Shaden did that. He had a diesel heater, and he it's so distracting. And he had a so you can do a separate tank. It's just why not tap into the actual existing tank already there.
Hope Springs Eternal heated floor and snow conditions.
I had my van.
You would not want to do snow conditions without a.
I promise you, it was the best thing I've ever invested in my life. I promise you. Exception of the electrical system, the heated floors have been bar none the best thing ever. I've been in this van And if you're still on here, you can mention this as well. I had this in like 10 to 12 degree weather in Banff, Canada, and it was phenomenal. You see how excited I just got?
It's pretty warm down here now.
Also,
my
Space
floor is
Noble-
on.
Down here.
yeah, you do insure your van as an RV. There are some ways that you can go about it, but reach out to us, and I actually have an underwriter that I can refer you to, and she can answer a lot of those questions for you.
You can either email myself or Mark for that. Mark would be better. He's got direct connection. But anyways, you can reach Mark at nomadiccustoms.com or nomadiccustoms@gmail.com. What's going on? That's the answer I was looking for. Oh, Jared, we pay unbelievable money in LA.
Find a
Okay.
friend in Oregon.
Good looking. All right. Cool. That's interesting. I always wanted to get involved.
Deval,
Bye, Lisa.
Deval, I would like to just say, currently we're not accepting any visitors for obvious reasons.
That's obvious.
And then we like for people to set up times with us, but you can reach out and set up a time. But at least for the next couple months, we're keeping our circle very tight, and we're not accepting any visitors. However, I'm more than willing to talk to you on the phone, so please reach out.
Yeah, you do. Yeah. He's on the phone too much. Let's see. I'm just reading on Radiant Van Life Tech Floor, and it would be sweet if it worked on electrically for when you're plugged in.
Yeah.
Explain why it needs to be tapped into the diesel tank, if you could.
Well, so that's a very loaded question, actually, and it would take a bit to explain, which I think that we'll have the opportunity to do in Jared's video. So I'd love to answer that question then, but it would take a little bit too much to try to answer all that right now.
We have a FedEx delivery, it looks like. What's up, buddy?
I have a package for Jason.
Jason's the next one down on the right-hand side. Yeah, that's
Off grid?
Off-Grid Solutions?
It doesn't say business. It just says
Yeah.
Jason.
Yeah, that should be him. Hey, trouble with live guys. We have to,
And he stayed 6 feet away from us.
he was actually really cool. That was actually really nice of him. Are there any cheaper alternatives to Sprinter Transit ProMaster? I want to convert a van and install a bathroom, but couldn't find anything that is big enough and cheap at the same time. ProMaster is by far the cheapest out of those three. If you're looking to save money, I don't. I mean,
you can
Econoline, maybe?
you can get a cheaper van, but it's a matter of whether you want a high top van or not. And as far as sticking a bathroom in, there's ways to do everything. But it's just a matter of
Nissan MV.
well, the Nissan too, yeah. But the three high top vans are, if you want to do a high top van, then those are kind of your options, and the Nissan.
Hope Springs. That's a really interesting. I've always thought about this. Any experience with installing pop-ups on a standard van?
Yes, there's a great company out of Colorado that does that.
Yep.
And forgetting their name.
I
right
am
now.
too.
But
yeah.
but reach out and we can definitely answer that question for you. And yeah,
It can be done.
I've actually got a client who's 6'11", I think.
Ooh.
And he's getting a high top van with a pop top. So, or at least we were talking about that quite a while ago. So it is a possibility to do.
Sportsmobile, if you want to spend the money, absolutely. But if you want to do it more custom, a little or more things custom, although Sportsmobile is a great company. Mark, if I built a whole van, is it easier?
No, you kind of want to wait till the whole value of your van is.
That was for us.
That was for Chuck.
Well, Chuck, but it's Chris. Sorry.
Oh, okay. But yeah, you want to make sure that your whole van is completed and that you have all the material costs figured out before you do that.
Jason, I have a 2020 Airstream Interstate 19, by the way, really nice van, and wanted to upgrade the lithium to lithium. Is that something that your company performs?
Yes, it is.
Nomadic with a K, customs at Gmail, or go to nomadiccustoms.com and you can contact them that way. But I'm sure he would be excited to upgrade your system to lithium because I want to see that van and I'm going to be hanging around with him. So I want to see that van in motion. That thing's awesome. Those Airstreams are pretty cool.
Yeah, they are.
JT got to go. Thank you for tuning in. We're going to start wrapping this up because I think he actually originally came over to ask me a question. Sorry, Vanessa. Vanessa's been sitting here the whole time, like bored out of her mind.
No, it's cool. I enjoy these.
Yeah, right.
I'm back.
How do I? Okay. Let's see here. Last couple questions, guys, and we're gonna try and finish this in the next couple of minutes here. Ninth Element, Nomadic Customs. Woo! Hey, what about Chevy vans? The old the Chevy vans are great. They're obviously don't make Chevy vans on high tops, but I think it's a great alternative if that's what you're looking for. Absolutely. The Ford Ecolines is another thing. My buddy Christian has one, loves it. I think they're great vans as well. If it's done, and I do have that, can I? Insurance companies ask for invoices and from companies and already titled.
Yeah,
I know the states. I know states are different. Yeah,
I will say that that's one of the biggest insurance companies right now is they will not insure DIY projects.
yeah.
That's
Right
one of the
now,
downfalls.
Where
Yeah.
they're trying to work on some things. Hope
I work for
Springs,
Mark.
thank you. I also appreciate you.
Mhm.
I work for
Jason, thank you very much. Cool, thanks, man. That beard is epic. He's all right. I know you're not talking about my little goatee that's turning gray like crazy, man. I'm getting old. You guys, what van has the most longest space to build in?
That would be
ProMaster
the-
159 extended.
No,
No,
that's
the
the
170
170 extended
Oh,
Sprinter.
Sprinter,
Yeah.
massive.
That's
Might
just
as well get a
huge.
bus at that point.
Yeah.
I live in Belgium. We have a longest.
There's
we're
another
looking for
Mark
more sprinters.
Vroman in Belgium.
Wow,
Apparently.
don't
Yes.
even know him. Hope Springs, thank you. Hope Springs, a turtle. Thank you. Much love and virtual hugs to all of you. Thank you, Ninth Element. Appreciate you. Good luck down in Eugene. If we ever pass through there, I'll let you know. Let's see. We're about the U.S.
Ramen
people.
Man.
Called. Do you know this company
I
called
don't.
that? No, we don't know that company. I'm sorry. Belgium. I'm gonna mispronounce her name. That's why I said Belgium.
Virtual hugs back to you guys. And stay safe and be healthy. And
Yeah.
just do your best to kind of follow everything that needs to happen out there.
Matt B, have you done any Ford Transits, Mark? Yes, he has. And how many do you have in the shop right now?
I actually
Two?
have 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very excited to see the shorter wheelbase Transit over there.
Yeah.
Because it's a super high roof short Transit. I'm really excited to see that one. All right, cool guys. Thank you very much. Do you have space different of the two van? Thank you very much, everybody that's tuned in. And I will be live next week, but I'll do a late night live during the Q time. I don't know what day yet. Maybe Saturday nights, late nights, Saturdays with Jared and Ghost. So maybe we'll see that in the future, guys.
That's
Thank you very much.
Kind of a creepy voice.
Late night ghosts.
Late night and ghosts. That's like it's like remember I don't even want to go there. Like just yeah, it's fun stuff.
Melinda, you can contact us through email, nomadiccustoms@gmail.
Nomadic with a K. Nomadic with a K.
Yeah.
Nomadik Customs.
Stay
spelled it
safe,
right.
everybody.
Awesome guys.
Be safe,
Pillow
stay
talking
healthy.
ghost. I love it. Oh my god, I'm so doing this. Later.